All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Eric. I'm the founder of KitchenDEV. We started about 6 years ago, mostly focusing on marketing. And later we added some technology services, and mainly we are working on the cabinet pricing and ordering ERP software. Have a couple other products, but this is our biggest product. We offer this product to manufacturers and retailers. Today I will talk about the inventory module in specific and for the manufacturers specifically. I will talk about the manufacturer journey, how the business and flow works, and how we provide solutions to some of the business problems, how we track inventory, barcode printing and scanning, how to automatically create purchase orders so you never run low on inventory, how to analyze aging and avoid overstocking, and then also how to analyze your best sellers. And then we will end up with a Q&A session. All right, as I briefly introduced, we are a technology and marketing company. We are located in New Jersey. Our team is specialized in digital marketing, website development, reputation management, as well as custom design software solutions. And our main focus is KitchenDEV industry. We mainly work with cabinet manufacturers and retailers, but we time to time work with the other players in the industry, such as interior designers, architects, and contractors and builders. So as a manufacturer, how can KitchenDEV help day to day in the flow of the business, right? So as a first step, as with every business, you guys need more business, more customers, more clients. So we have digital marketing services. We help you rank higher on Google results. We help you build up your reputation and branding on social media, on the review platforms. So that's the first step, and we have a strong team to help you with your marketing needs. And this is the second step. You need to build up a catalog and maintain it, distribute it. So KitchenDEV has a great and easy to use tool to centralize your catalog management and distribution. And then you have a way to store your dealers and add them to the application, create proposals for them, create orders for them, give them a login so dealers can log into your system and order cabinets from you. And on top of that, not only they can just quickly log in and create orders, we provide a strong CRM solution to your dealers. So each dealer can also manage their own customers on their own sales pipeline. So they can create proposals for the homeowners and other customers that are coming into their showroom, and they are able to use the CRM for free when you guys are on KitchenDEV. Then one of the biggest problems in the industry is acknowledging and handshaking on the proposal and order between retailers and manufacturers. So we help with that process. So a draft is sent between parties, and then a handshake happens. Things can change, and we support the order change, and other things happen after order is fulfilled, like RMA and stuff. So the next step is you receive orders from your dealers, and we have a nice and easy way to process your orders, fulfill your orders, track them. If returns happen, there are policies around returns, so restocking fees and whether to accept or accept the return and refund. So we help you manage the RMAs as well. And then there is the CRM tools feature of you can run surveys for the end users, collect project photos like completed kitchens and feature on your social media. and increase your reviews. Right? So to recap, why is KitchenDEV different and how it will help your manufacturer business grow? We simplify your catalog updates and distribution. We help you manage your dealers and provide your dealers a login into your system. We offer order and RMA management, inventory and accounting. Today's topic is inventory, so I'm going to focus on it in a bit. We also have an integration with 2020. Pro Kitchen is coming soon. We partnered up with them. We are exchanging some files. It's soon going to be available. And again, you provide a powerful proposal and customer management tool for your dealers. So it's a really competitive advantage. If you are on KitchenDEV, your dealers will be able to use a powerful tool. And it keeps your dealers and your internal team engaged during the entire process. There is messaging and communication features between your operation and the dealers, and also within your team, so you can send messages and manage your orders, returns, and all the operation. And finally, very important topic, onboarding and training is covered by the KitchenDEV team with real-time support. We have a live chat integrated into the website, integrated with the application. So we make sure during the onboarding, we cover you, we manage all the preloading of data, talk about all the configuration and settings with you, train your employees so they are ready to use KitchenDEV. All right, now we are going to focus on inventory, and at a high level, I'm going to talk about a few bullets. So first of all, we help you track what's on hand, right? Without a proper system, you would never know what's in the warehouse, right? You cannot just every day have someone count the inventory for you. There are a lot of parts, there are a lot of items, so it's really important to have a tracking system in place. And once you know how much you have at hand, you need to make sure you are restocking properly. So that depends on two things, obviously, with how much you have on flight sales and how much is on the way coming from your supplier, right? And also like your formula of like refilling the stock. So our tool helps you manage this process, better decide on how much to order. And as a last step, you have insights on what you buy and sell, right? So we provide you reports on your sales, total orders, and also like what are your popular items, so you can make some decisions to promote them even further, or what are the items that are not being sold and sitting in the warehouse, so you can make some decisions. All right, so cloud-hosted accurate inventory tracking is just to take a step back. Our application is a web-based application hosted on the cloud securely. So we have a database for the inventory, obviously, and we track your catalog, like your central catalog is in one place, and also the quantities and the stock also related to the catalog is held in the database in the cloud. Right. So the accurately inventory tracking is whenever an order is approved, the stock items are reserved and reduced. We do not change numbers until an order is approved. We have a workflow that we can focus on another webinar perhaps, but there's the handshake process, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, until both parties agree and commit to the order. We do not change the inventory, right? So that's done only after both parties approve. Also, whenever an RMA is completed, if this parts are coming back to the stock is adjusted, inventory is adjusted, and also obviously like when you order more from your supplier, the inventory is also adjusted. So like day to day, you have a accurate picture of your inventory. So like one pain point is of course like you have thousands of sometimes parts. Like as a manufacturer, you may have like a few collections and few door styles, but in total, the parts, the accessories, and everything, it adds up to a few thousand items, right? So how do you manage making sure you have enough of everything, right? It's a few thousand items. You don't want to manually one by one order from your supplier, right? And you can't just go by assumption. You cannot just say, okay, I will do 100 of each part every month, right? That will also, not be successful. So you need to make sure you have a way of going about your purchase orders, knowing exactly how much you have at hand, like how much is currently in the draft as proposals, how much is already confirmed and going out of inventory. So we have a way, a formula to support this. For each part, we have minimum and maximum amounts that you want to always, like a threshold, and we define a formula for, okay, it shouldn't go below a certain number based on the minimum and maximum, and that formula can be adjusted per each manufacturer. But essentially, you can adjust those numbers, minimum and maximum. It doesn't have to be the same for each part, and it's kind of a learning system. So you continuously analyze like how much you sell from each collection and from each part, and then you can adjust those min and max numbers. Like if something is not being sold, obviously you don't touch it, you don't order it, and you keep the min and max thresholds low. So here is an example that will make more sense now, what I mentioned about min and max. So for this B09 part, we defined that at a minimum I want to have 50, and at a maximum I want to have 90 in the stock, right? And currently I have only 15 left on hand, right? So this demo is configured to calculate the sum of minimum and maximum and divide it by 2, which is 70. So this demo configuration is for topping it up always to min plus max divided by 2, right? So in this case, we need to top it off to 70. If we have 15 at hand, we need to order 55 more. But we also have another configuration here, which is rounding up to the next 10. So the reorder would be 60 in this example. So as I said, this can be configured. So you can adjust, like if you want these numbers different for B09, you can adjust it. If you want a different formula that you want to manage your reordering, automatic reordering, we can certainly help you configure as well. All right, now next, how to analyze inventory aging and avoid overstocking. So we help you identify slow-moving inventory, so you can make some decisions about what to do if something is not even being sold, right? And sitting in your warehouse, you need that space. Space is valuable. So we provide you a report. So you can define the start and end dates, like let's say in the last 6 months or 1 year, you want to analyze your inventory. You can go by collection by collection, or you can even go down into the part level. So you just see one part's data. So between these dates, one example is country or classic W0930. We configured it as 20 and 50 min and max, but we have 52 at hand, right? So we never went down below min plus max divided by 2, which is the formula that we use for this demo. So obviously we don't want to reorder this. I mean, in real life, again, this is just an example. In real life, this W0930 is somewhat a popular part, the standard part, but let's assume, you know, this didn't sell. And then the last purchase order was from May in 2019. So, you know, you can make some decisions. You can run a promotion. You can, you know, I don't know, like promotion to your end users or distributors. So you can, you know, reserve your space back in the in the warehouse. One thing I will talk about is also we help you organize your warehouse as well. So you can work with some sort of location labeling. We coded this demo, so this W0930 in the warehouse is on aisle 2, section 1, and on the 25th place, right? It's just the number that we made up, the coding that we made up. So you can use any sort of labeling. So you can easily find your parts in your warehouse. All right, and how to analyze your bestsellers at a collection or part level. In contrast with the previous example, now you want to see like what parts I sell best, right? So maybe you can even promote more or see the trends and analysis. So you can come into the sales inventory report. You can select a collection or leave it empty. And you see some numbers within a given time frame, how many of those parts were sold. All right. So we track your inventory, shipping, and receiving using barcodes. We are moving into the barcodes. So obviously, barcodes help in multiple ways. Right. When you are shipping or receiving, it expedites the process, so you can simply scan and you know, automatically update your inventory. Next, I will show you how a barcode looks like. We help you generate barcodes in the system. So you can provide it to your supplier, and they can, you know, stick the barcodes before even shipping to you. Or internally in the warehouse, you can print your own barcodes and place them on the boxes. So this barcode is coded as CYOF-W0930. It's pointing out to country or collection, W0930 as the part number, and it's a wall cabinet, there's a description. So each barcode points to an item in the database. So the barcode scanning happens via handheld scanners at the moment. We are working on a mobile application, and it will be much easier in the warehouse for your employees who are working on collecting the items from the warehouse, then moving into assembly. They can scan each assembled item, and then as a last step when loading into the truck, you can scan and mark the order as fulfilled. Similarly, when receiving orders from your supplier, if the labels are already sticked, you can, during the receiving process, scan each item and make sure you received enough from each part. All right, so I think that's all the slides that I have. I will now move into the demo. I'm not going to go over every detail, but I will show you some of the reports. So aging report is here, as I mentioned. You can provide a date for time frame, and you can pick a collection and then analyze at the collection level. It will show you the min, max, and on hand report. You can go through the sales for each collection. Let's pick the cinnamon glaze collection. Given, you know, between the December 14 and January 14, these are the orders for each part that are displayed. And then there's the big inventory report. In here, we give you the full picture, right? For each part, you can filter out and see what you configured for min and max, what is on hand, how many are on the estimates, like is there a draft proposal that we are working on. On collection means like right now, employees in your warehouse are fulfilling some of the orders, and they marked some of these as being collected from the assembly, from the warehouse, and similarly on assemblies right now they are being assembled. On purchase order means you ordered but you didn't receive it from your supplier, and based on all of these, there is the real order quantity that I mentioned, and there are some, you know, cost analysis, some sizing information for the shipping. There's the next delivery date if you are expecting a PO. And then, as I mentioned, there's the warehouse table if you want to find some part in your warehouse. And under the inventory settings, you can adjust some of these, as I said, like if you believe that this W0930 part is not being sold enough, you can adjust this min and max, so you never, you know, you have enough at hand, so you don't want to order again. So you can adjust all these here, and you can also define the labels for your, these are the locations in the warehouse for your parts. So I believe that's all I wanted to present today about inventory management using KitchenDEV. If you guys have any questions, please type in the chat or unmute yourself and you can ask. Right, going once, going twice. All right, thank you all for joining. I hope to see you on the next webinar. Thank you. Have a nice day.